Governor Polis activating the state's drought task force for the first time in 6 years.
Now, because of this, Denver Water is urging you to not turn on your sprinklers until the summer months, and Aurora is looking at restrictions on water use. Now, News reporter Shalima Maharaj has more on the conservation effort. Good morning.
Good morning, guys. We're here with Shawnee Klein of Aurora Water and talking about those restrictions and what may be on the table here.
Yeah.
Your department is heading into a meeting at around 10:45 this morning. So tell me about what is going to be happening there.
Yeah, that's right. So today at 10:45, we have our council water policy committee. There's 3 council members that sit on that. And what we're going to do is we're going to go in and we're going to talk to them about the current state of our water supply and about staff's recommendations to go into a stage 1 drought restriction.
And so what is the state of the supply right now?
Yeah, so right this minute, we are sitting at about 59% in our storage, which is great. However, I think everybody knows what's going on up in those mountains. I mean, today is going to be unusually warm, as is this week, and we have just not gotten the precipitation up there that we've really needed. Snowpack is our #1 reservoir of water, and we just don't have it this year. And so we know that we're probably maybe only going to get a third of what we would typically get for runoff. And what we're going to be able to bring into our reservoirs. And for that reason, we're looking down the road when we want to make sure that we're conserving water for the long haul.
Now, we've had this conversation before, and before when we were talking in February, you know, we were talking about maybe wait and see, March, April, see what happens. But I mean, we've had conversations since, and we're a little bit beyond that.
Yeah, I mean, all of our hopes and dreams have been crushed against the rocks of despair, right? When it comes to snow up in those mountains, we were hopeful. We just didn't really get what we've needed. And of course, we might still get some more snow up in those mountains. But quite simply, if you go up there, you will see that the ground where there would typically be mounds of snow is in some cases barren. And so we really are looking ahead to what could be a very hot and warm, dry summer. And we want to make sure that everybody is doing their part to conserve the water for the long haul.
And just finally here, what would those stage 1 restrictions imply for everybody at home?
Yeah, so what that would mean is that people are able to water 2 days a week, and you will have scheduled days that you're able to do that. And there would be just no watering in between 10 and 6. So what makes that different is typically on a normal year, you would be able to water 3 days out of the week, and you would be able to pick any of the 3 days that you wanted. So that's the big change, is it's scheduled and it's only 2 days.
And this could potentially go into effect in early April as well.
Yes, absolutely. Pending council approval, it would go into effect in early April.
All right. Shawnee Klein with Aurora
Thank you.
Water. Thank you so much for being
Thank
with
you.
us. Guys, I'm going to send it back to you in studio.